if you're playing at 82, they will be ready to play, but when you increase it by another 10%, because 18% GST was already being charged, now it's 28%, so another 10% up, and that becomes detrimental. I'm playing devil's advocate here, Ashneer, because there are 2-3 counterpoints. One of the aspects is that there are states that have levied nearly 200% tax on tobacco, cigarettes, etc. But tobacco is still selling, cigarettes are still selling. Where is the money being lost? State is only making extra revenue. It's supposed to be a detriment, but where is it? And there are also those who believe gaming is addictive, so that it needs to be controlled. Second point of view is that it's a big booming business. So the government obviously wants a share of the pie as revenue.
I'll answer both of those, right? First of all, you can make it 28%. You can also make it 50%. You can also make it 82%. You make 100%. The moment any industry which has a 20% margin, you impose a 28% tax, your base is gone. So it's 28% of zero. So the government was till now making 28% of 50,000 crores a year. Now the government will make 28% of zero, which is so you're talking about a 14,000 crore loss to the exchequer. आपके रेट बढ़ाने से टैक्स कलेक्शन नहीं हो जाती, मार्केट भी बचनी चाहिए, right? So on that logic, it's completely flawed. Second thing is, you understand it's not the same as alcohol. It is not the same as tobacco. What is the cost of manufacturing one, stick of cigarette? It's 1 rupee, right? On 1 rupee cost of cigarette eventually gets sold to the consumer at 20 rupees. There is margin there. We are dealing with money. We were having such a tough time just to explain to the gamer that the government wants to collect TDS even on 1 rupee. So earlier the TDS limit was that if you win above 10,000 rupees, the TDS kicks in.
Correct.
Government said nothing doing. 1 रुपए भी अगर कोई जीता तो आप TDS काटो. हम तो अभी वही सिखा रहे थे गेमर को, right? And we were getting such a pushback from the gamer saying कि यार मेरा winning कैसे कम हो गया? See, when you're dealing with money, you can't do this. Now, let me ask you one thing. If it is, anything is addictive, yaar. Anything which is speculative is addictive. Now, you can make an argument tomorrow that stock markets are addictive, right? They're also speculative. Big money is involved. Would you impose tax saying anyone who puts money into stock market, we will first take 28 rupees away from that, right? So, I think it's a very unfair sort of analogy which is being used, right? Everything is very, very different. You cannot compare online gaming to gambling, first of all. The Supreme Court has said it's a game of skill, right? So let's first honor what the law of the land is. If the Supreme Court is saying this is not gambling, why are we treating it as gambling in the first place, right? And why? And I'll question the timing of it. 10 साल से इंडस्ट्री चल रही थी यार, किसी के मतलब ऐसे छुप के हम कोने पे काम नहीं कर रहे थे, right? We are apps out there. Dream 11 has 18 crore downloads.
Yes.
In a country of 140 crore people, more than 15% people are on a single app.
Yeah.
Right? आप जितने भी ads देख रहे थे during IPL or during World Cup, 50% plus of the ads come from the gaming industry. Right? So we were supporting IPL. We were supporting cricket in India. Right? There's a whole industry in media. Significant amount of ads are dependent on this. Right? Directly, indirectly, we are employing more than 10,000 people. Right? You can't be introducing something without thinking what's the next step. The next step is absolute death for the whole industry. There is no other outcome. If this is not taken back, if people are not consulted, I can tell you can write off the gaming industry in 2023.
Yeah, but this is not a government decision. GST Council, all the states form this GST Council. There must be something that's got all